dress van, Smalls. Listen. Listen to me. Oh yeah.
Sex, I'm similar to the thriller in Manila. Honeys call me bigger, the condom filler. Whether it's stiff tongue or stiff dick, Biggie squeeze it to make shit fit. Now check this shit, I got the pack of Rough Riders in the back of the Pathfinder. You know the epilogue by James Todd Smith. I get swift with the lyrical gift. Hit you with the dick, make your kidney shift. Here we go, but I'm not domino. I got the funk flow to make your drawers drop slow. So recognize the dick size in these Coincatch jeans. I wear 13s, know what I mean? I fuck around and hit you with the Hennessy dick. Mess around and go blind, don't get to see shit. The next batter, here to shatter your blatter, it doesn't matter. Skinny or fat or light skinned or black, baby, I drop these. Boniqua mommy screaming, I poppy. I love it when they call me Big Pop, but I only smoke blunts if they roll prop. But look, I got ya caught up with the drunk flow. Fuck taekwondo, I told a fofo. For niggas getting mad cause they bitch chose me, a big black motherfucker with G. You see, all I do is separate the game from the truth. Big bang boots from the Bronx to Bolivia, getting physical like Olivia Newt. Tricks up my click dick all day with no trivia. So give me a a bankroll and a bag of weed. I'm guaranteed to fuck until I nosebleed. Even if your new man's a certified Mac, you get that H-Town in you. You want that old thing back?
B-I-double-T-I-E with some new R-U-L-E. Notorious, known for bustin' in your E-Y-E. Baby, baby, bitches know they love to hate me. How come you come, we coming back to maybe? How close we came to coming together is crazy. How come you and your sis make similar faces? When y'all coming, y'all be crying like I'm killing y'all bitches. I know there's a bigger picture than the camera rolling. Cause I don't think y'all be knowing how this shit's unfolding. Back shots to the rear, got the Mac unloading. Gotta reload like every so often. Saying I got my swagger back, I'm looking like bitch, my swagger never left. Don't be so hard pressed to be impressed by these new rappers. They actors and the fact is, you want that old thing back.
Scarface and Bushwick, Willie D, having nightmares of girls killing me. She mad because what we had didn't last. I'm glad because her cousin let me hit the ass. Fuck the past, left well on the 500 SL, the E and J and ginger ale. The way my pockets swell to the rim with Benjamins. Another hunt's in the crib, please send it in. I fuck non-stop, lick my lips a lot. Used to lick the clips a lot, but licking clips had to stop. Cause y'all don't know how to act when the tongue go down below. Peep the funk flow, really go. I got the cleanest, meanest penis. You never seen it, stroke of genius. So take off your Tim boots and your bodysuit. I mean the spandex and hit my man next. Sex get rougher when they come to the nut buster. Pussy crusher, black nasty motherfucker. I don't chase them, I replace them. And if I'm caressing them, I'm undressing them. Fuck what you heard, who's the best in New York? Fulfilling fantasies without that nigga Mr. Raw. Or tattoo, I got you wrapped around my dick. And when I'm done, I got the split shit.
Smalls. Listen.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. I'm going to give it a couple minutes for people to join. I'm going to take like the first 5 minutes to explain what's happening with the bot. I made a post in Discord, but just in case you didn't see it, figure we just go over it real quick. We're just going to give people like 3 or 4 minutes here. We'll open up just a lower time frame chart real quick and just let it ride, I guess. Again, I'm only going to give this a couple minutes, so don't fret if you're here. Just letting other people join. I alerted everyone from Discord if it wasn't clear. One thing that I guess this has been tough to notice is how is Ethereum not showing any strength? Just not doing anything. And I guess it's because Bitcoin dominance is still being dominant, but pretty remarkable. What's up, Dorian? How's it going? All right, we got 200 people in here. I'll go over it. UFC this weekend should be good. Yeah, I'm planning on watching it on Saturday. Probably watch it with my dad because I'll be with them during the day. I was going to help him in the yard and stuff. They've got a bunch of property, so I was going to help him out. All right, for anyone that wants to know what's wrong with the bot, or not necessarily what's wrong, so, and I'm going to use a drawing that'll help. So essentially, we have the bot. You guys know the bot's been doing well for the last several years. It's done well this year. I started using the bot in February. It's been very, very solid, right? This is more of like, now I know some of these months look very, very good, but you know, you go back and there's a lot of 5 and 4% months. To me, this is a great long-term investment. So that's how I'm treating it. I'm just leaving money in month to month. It'll make trades. Some months will be, you know, slightly red. Some months will be pretty solid. Overall, the gains have been pretty well. You've seen 70 to 90% gains per year. So again, you're essentially doubling your money for just leaving it in the bot. All right, here's what's happening. So unfortunately, Coincatch. So we'll put, I need to draw in black. So Coincatch, we'll just put bot, right? Or actually we'll do it this way. So we'll say bot, Coincatch, and then you, right? So the bot makes the trade. It goes into Coincatch. Coincatch then makes that trade for you. The issue is Coincatch uses hedge mode. Actually, we'll do it like this. They use hedge mode. The bot uses one-way mode. Excuse me. The bot uses one-way mode. And I apologize for the terrible handwriting. So there's a communication error if you can't see it. The bot tells Coincatch to do a trade in one-way mode. One-way mode means that only a short or only a long can be open. Both of them can't be open at the same time. So the bot's saying, take one trade. Coincatch is saying, okay. Then it gives it to you. Then Coincatch says, okay, the longs, you know, past the point of invalidation, close the trade, right? So the bot says, short, essentially you're shorting, right, to close your trade. So it opens a short. Well, in hedge mode, now you have 2 trades open. You have a long and a short open. This is something I thought we resolved last week. It looked like we had resolved it. Unfortunately, we have not, right? There is still a slight communication error where sometimes it closes the trades and sometimes it doesn't. I'm going to be honest. I don't want any of you guys to be at risk for I wouldn't say a catastrophic loss, but a loss that's due to an unexpected error, right? Like what if the bot has a long open, right? And the market just dumps past invalidation. Well, then it opens a short. Well, now your long is 2 to 3 to 5 times more red than it should be. And yes, you could argue, but the short's making up for it. And you know what? It might. But that's not how the bot works. That's not how the bot's risk management system works. So with that said, I just completely turned it off. I said, look, I don't want anyone taking a major loss. We ended up plus 1.7% since we opened the bot, which is, you know, decent for a first start. We've tried the kind of trial and error with Coincatch, and it's just not working. So our solution, and we have 2 of them, either Coincatch has to switch to the one-way trading system for this to work, or we have to move to another exchange. Unfortunately, I think Coincatch isn't quite ready for the one-way system. It could take months. I really haven't gotten a clear response, I'll be honest with you guys. So my next solution is there is another exchange that has one-way copy trading. Actually, there's multiple. I think Binance has it, Bybit has it, and I believe Bitget has it. So the problem with Binance, Bybit, and Bitget is a lot of you that are my American followers cannot use those exchanges. But there is another exchange. There's actually 3 or 4 other exchanges that use this. And I'm going with the one that I find the most safe, my prior BD, someone I've worked with for the last several years at Bitget and at Coincatch. He has moved to Blowfin. He's American. He's had to move to Blowfin. He still does some stuff with Coincatch, but he's kind of doing more with Blowfin. So we're going to move to Blowfin, right? We're going to move the whole bot to Blowfin. For the first week, and it's been in testing. It's been flawless in testing. Again, Blowfin has the one-way system, so I'm going to redraw this just so that so we'll do bot, we'll do Blowfin, and then you, right? So now the bot has one-way, and now Blowfin has one-way, right? So now there's no issue with the hedge trade that could end in a catastrophic loss. Not necessarily a catastrophic loss, but a loss that's much higher than the bot is taking. And I apologize for the big light in my face because my screen is white. So here's kind of the solution. I know, a lot of you guys were really looking forward to this, and unfortunately it's going to take about a week or 2 to get into. So it'll be relatively quick, but provide incentive, especially for those of you. I think there were 70 of you using the bot. Now I know 57 of you walked away somewhat profitable. So very, very good. But just for your time, for all the hassle that has been, and again, this thing hasn't been a mess, but we've been, again, trying to trial and error, and just for your time and your hassle. For Blowfin, I'm going to try and do 25%. I already got the go-ahead on 20. They're going to try and do 25%. So you'll have a 25% fee reduction for at least 3 months. I'm hoping to extend it for the end of the year. Not only because, you guys have trusted me and have been great about this. No one's been a pain in the ass, which, if it was me, I'd probably be a little bit of a pain in the ass about this. I'm like, come on, man. But anyways, that's the plan. Move it in there. Again, I know you're moving exchanges. I do believe with Blowfin, now there's no KYC, but you have to use a VPN if you're from America or the US and Canada, which again, if you need a VPN, guys, it's like $5. And honestly, you should have a VPN no matter what, because it's so easy to get your IP exposed, and 2, to get anything hacked. It's just another layer of security. If you don't have a VPN, you should definitely have one, especially if you're in the crypto space. We know that there's hackers and all of this nonsense that can be easily avoided with a VPN. Is Blowfin safe? Yes. So Blowfin is safe. I've talked to their CEO. I have 2 very, very strong connections with them. If I get a hint of anything sketchy, I will alert all of you guys, as I've said with Coincatch and Bitget. I was also a partner of Mexi and a partner of BingX at one point. I left Mexi and BingX primarily because they were, especially Mexi. BingX is okay, but they kind of forced everyone to KYC without saying anything. And then if you wanted to get your money off, it was kind of a big pain in the ass. But Mexi did some pretty sketchy stuff, and I was not a fan of it. So I completely just walked away. Anyways, Blowfin is safe. I've got connections there. I've really only heard good things. I talked to the CEO. He seemed pretty genuine. He exists, right? There's a lot of these exchanges where the CEO is like a figure, right? But they're like hiding somewhere. We don't know where they are. And again, this is the crypto space, so there's some sketchy stuff out there. But I've met the Blowfin CEO. His name's Matt. He's a good guy. I've got him, I've got a Telegram message group. And by the way, for those of you wondering, like, oh, well, you're just getting into it. Guys, I've known about Blowfin for 3 months. I've been talking about a partnership with them for a couple months, but because the market slowed down, I said it probably wasn't a good idea to start a partnership because I wouldn't be able to bring in the volume. So now we have, and again, not if you can't bring in the volume, they're not going to pay me. Like all these exchanges I'm partnered with, they give me an upfront because I bring in the trading volume, right? So I didn't want them to be paying me for me not delivering anything, and then it turns into a weird partnership, and it's just weird overall. So that's the solution for the bot. Again, it'll probably be about a week or two, maybe a little bit longer. We want to make sure that this is fully tested and fully ready to go out. Once it is ready to go out, I'm going to take 1 week with you guys and say, look, use 10% of the capital that you want to put in. Do not put a lot of leverage. Like, do 1x leverage, and we're just going to make sure it works on your guys' end. I'm also going to test it before then. I actually have 2 Blowfin accounts, so I'll run the bot for a week just to make sure. But then we're going to do it with all of you guys also involved, just to do a double check. And as long as everything runs smoothly, I'll give you the green light. And by mid to late August, you can have all of the capital in there you want. Do they have proof of reserve like Bickett? I believe so. I need to ask the CEO if I can get all of that information. I'll post it in Discord. But you should be fine. You can look up Blowfin. I believe they, again, provide all that data for you. Most of these exchanges do now, ever since what happened to FTX. Give me the Blowfin code. I have an account already. Add the code to my account. So I'll see if I can add that to your account. Again, you might have to create a new account, but it'll be worth it because you'll get 25% off fees, especially on the bot, guys. If you're trading, and I know a lot of you don't trade with this much, but if you put $100,000 into the bot makes 10 to 20 trades per month. You know, that's $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, 25% back. You get $1,000 back, right? It's a decent chunk of money to get back. So again, I really apologize for all this. This morning pissed me off, and I was mad at myself. It really wasn't necessarily Coincatch's fault. It wasn't necessarily the crypto copy team's fault. But I don't like putting out products that aren't going to deliver what we originally agreed on. And what I mean by we, I mean myself to you guys. So unfortunately, I pulled the plug today on the bot, you know, primarily because I saw this kind of error. I was talking to the crypto copy team. They agreed it's probably best to just stay off of Coincatch for right now until they get their systems up. Look, if Coincatch switches to one-way mode, we can get this going again. That's the only problem. Also, I forgot to add, Blowfin has smart copy. So for those of you that don't know what smart copy is, smart copy saying, if I have, and I'm going to draw again, smart copy saying, I'll just put a Roman, I'll just put an R for Roman, and I'm just going to put U. So if I have, and you have $500, and again, I'm just using one-to-one math here. It'll do every amount. But if I have $5,000 in, and I put $1,000 into the trade, or the bot puts $1,000, it will automatically scale this for you. So you put $100 in. Now, as for leverage, guys, I don't advise a lot of leverage. Again, I don't. You know, leverage can be a blessing and a death sentence at the same time. So it's up to you what you want to do with leverage. So I use 5 times leverage, or I will use 5 times leverage, primarily because this 5,000 I want to be 25,000, and I want to build this to 100K by the new year, right? I want $100,000 in this bot, primarily because I want it to be investment for myself. I believe in the product. It's delivered. It's been great. The crypto copy team I really underestimated them. They've been nothing but spectacular. Like, for the last couple months, every question I've asked, every time there's a problem, every time
game's open, but it's not.
Anything, I wouldn't say like bad happens, but if we're like, hey, there's an error here, what's the deal? They immediately respond. They're on top of it. They try to find a solution. They turn off the bot so no one gets screwed over. They've been nothing but fantastic. So I really do believe in their system and really like to work with those guys. They're very easygoing. Now everybody has a life and they live in a different time zone, but they still respond at reasonable times and get back to me very, very quickly. The profit on the screen, is it with leverage? What's leverage? So the bot doesn't use any leverage. The bot uses 1x. So let's say the bot has $100 and it makes 22 or 23%. It'll make $23. So that's part of the problem with Coincatch, right? There's this magnifier, and if you get the magnifier wrong, and let's say the bot takes a 1% loss and you have the magnifier wrong and you have a 5 magnifier, you'll take a 5% loss. Never even heard of them. Yeah, they're a smaller exchange, guys. They're just like Coincatch. No one's really heard of Coincatch until Castillo and I kind of started pushing it on people. And again, a lot of that reason these smaller exchanges exist is to pick up American investors or American traders, because we can't trade on Binance, Bybit, or use Coinbase futures. So Blowfin, I'm pretty sure, is a sister exchange of Bybit. I want to say it literally looks exactly like Bybit's UI. I could be wrong, but he uses similar technology to Coinbase or Coincatch and Bitget and all of that. So it's got great liquidity. It is a very fast growing exchange. It's been great. I've done my research on it. It's a good exchange. It's just I didn't accept the partnership at first because there were no new entrants into the market. A lot of you guys use Bitget or Coincatch to trade, right?
Did you
if
hear
I throw
that?
out Blowfin, you're already trading on a platform I use, right? You're not going to switch. Why would you?
I keep hearing that. I can't figure out what it is.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You can still use Coincatch, right? Like
But
what
yeah,
I
you
would
see the
do
defeat the
is,
Forsaken
let's say you
Giant
have
unlocked in
$10,000,
seasonal stage 4.
and you're like, I want to put half into the bot and I'll trade with half, right? Leave the trading
Oh,
bot
you
to
gotta do
Blowfin
miles.
and trade on Coincatch.
And,
Right, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to move all my capital back to Coincatch. I was originally using
you gonna
was
go
using
do it?
Bitget
That
a little
one, the
bit.
Rift
Not
Anchor?
that I will stop using Bitget. I actually use 4 exchanges to trade.
You wanna go do it?
But I'm going to move some capital
I can.
back to
Do you have the
Coincatch
TP open over
and
there?
trade with that, because I can't futures
Oh, you
trade
do?
if the bot's running.
Yeah, remember we.
What is that
went there.
noise? It
Story
might
mission
be.
brought us over there.
I'm not sure what that is, but I muted it. Oh, that might be. Sorry, I'm in a Discord call. Hold on. Yeah, I was in a Discord call. Sorry. No, I was in a Discord call with a couple friends. Hopefully nothing bad. We couldn't hear jack shit. Okay. No, that was a Discord call. So okay, I'll just kind of do a quick summary again. Bluefin's great. I've been looking for a partnership with them for a couple months. I actually was talking to a couple different BDs on what to like a deal, I guess, like what's the upfront, what's the commission percentage, like getting all the details about the exchange. Is it safe? Do you have proof of reserve? Everything. Okay, let me just close out of everything. It might be, what it might be is from Twitter. It might be from Twitter, but I doubt it. No, it's not that. It should be muted. I can mute the desktop audio too. We'll see if that's... There might be a ghost. I don't know. I was in a Discord call, but I muted the Discord call and left, so it should be okay. So, okay, if you guys have any questions on any of that, feel free to DM me. Again, it'll probably go live in the next week or two. I hate doing this to you guys. I hate saying that this is coming, and we're like, oh, we're going to push it back. But, again, this is kind of for mine and your sake. I want to be as risk less or as use risk metrics as much as possible, and this is the only way we're going to be able to do it unless Coincatch switches. If Coincatch switches within the next week, I'll test it. If it works, we'll go back, right? So maybe leave your capital there. You can trade if you'd like. I should have an update soon. Again, they're asleep, so hopefully they get back to me soon. Is Bitget out of the picture for the bot? So the only problem with using Bitget is Americans cannot use Bitget. I have a dual citizenship, so I'm able to use Bitget still. But no, you can't. Unfortunately, you can't use Bitget. I'd love to do it on Bitget, but a lot of you guys are American, and it's just not going to happen. And speaking of, guys, we're probably going to add this to a couple different exchanges, not just Blowfin. I'm looking to add it to BitUnix as well. One of the guys that was my BD at Bitget, he's my BD at Coincatch. He actually didn't necessarily leave Coincatch, but he's part owner of Karate Combat now. So he still does some BD work with all these different exchanges. He does a ton of background research on the exchange before he does anything. So I trust him. He's been nothing but there for me this whole time. So he's working with BitUnix. So I'm looking to possibly move the bot there as well. So if you guys are like, hey, I don't really like Blowfin, or I'd rather use BitUnix, you can do that. Look, if the United States allows for cryptos futures trading, I will move everything to Bybit. Like, everything will get moved to Bybit. The bot will get moved to Bybit or Binance, whichever works. Just keep seeing their promo. Yeah. I still use Bitkit. Like, I'm still a BD, or not a BD. I'm still an affiliate of Bitkit. And for those of you that can use Bitkit, go ahead. It's fine. Yeah, I wouldn't promote it if I wasn't still using it or wasn't being paid by them. But I won't lie. I'm trying to lean into one exchange. I don't really like having 3 partnerships that I have to keep track of and all these different teams. So hopefully it's just Coincatch and Blowfin and maybe a little bit of Bitkit on the side. But I haven't really noticed anything wrong with Bitkit so far. Obviously there are rumors with everything, but let's do a little analysis in. I've got to cook dinner soon, and it's late. I apologize for starting the stream late, but yeah, Bitkit's fine. It's all right, S&P. I mean, pretty much following the plan. Going sideways, expected some downward movement. Guys, this is a big historical movement upwards. I believe we're up like, 40% in the last 10 months? Or not 10 months, it's like 8 months. Very, very solid. I'd like to see a correction, though. I mean, we're overextended. We needed it. NASDAQ and Dow Jones are correcting the same. I really don't see any problems with our uptrend that speak of exhaustion. And again, I don't think they're going to crash the markets before the presidential election. Maybe in like a year or two, but not yet. We haven't even seen a liquidity shift into crypto or risk assets. So next on the table, DXY. So the DXY is doing exactly what I wanted to. We have a double top here. We did break down and so far retesting. So you have that break retest of that neckline. Hopefully we head lower. My only concern, and it's starting to pan to the downside, there was this kind of inverted head and shoulders looking thing. So if we start breaking below that left-handed shoulder, we're in the clear. You're a dual citizen, so you can pretty much use anything with a VPN. That's great. Yeah, I mean, go ahead and use it. But one other thing I wanted to mention, do not make a Blowfin account yet if you haven't. If you have one, it makes things a little bit complicated because I have to get the team to apply your UID to get that fee discount. So again, if you want the fee discount, if you want to take advantage of that, it'll be 25%, possibly more. I'm going to see if I can get more. Don't make the account yet. I'll provide a link. You'll have plenty of time before the bot's up and running. Don't fret about that. But DXY, as long as we cut below that left-handed shoulder over here, looks like we're rejecting. Very, very solid. I do need to stop the copy trading promotion because it's getting moved, but I'll get that done later. Tether dominance, so on the weekly, guys, and this is kind of where I'm starting to see problems with Bitcoin personally. Like, I don't think Bitcoin has the strength to break out yet. Why is this not deleting? So this is where I'm seeing some problems with Bitcoin. So the weekly, one, we've bounced. We've created 3 higher lows. Again, this isn't necessarily bullish. We have volume going down, price going up. We ultimately have a breakdown retest that should continue lower at some point. But that's not out of the question to keep consolidating and then break down. So a couple things. If you open up the daily, and we'll do the same for Bitcoin. I'll actually do a side-by-side so you can see what I'm talking about. You open up Bitcoin, daily. This is where I'm like, we're not ready to break out yet. You open up Bollinger Bands and look at the gigantic gap between your upper and lower band. If you're new to trading, you might not know what this means, but if you're experienced, you know that Bollinger Bands are volatility bands, and you need volatility to create a move, right? We need these bands to come together to create a strong move to either break down or break out, right? We're talking about a breakout of 72K. I would at least like to see 64 and possibly all the way down to 60. Again, some consolidation here would be healthy. It doesn't mean it's the end of the bull market. It doesn't mean that Bitcoin isn't going to ever get above 72K. What this means is we just need to create volatility. So if we bounce around in here, then we can move upwards, create that volatility, bring those bands together, possibly see lower volume on the way down. Again, that'd be a bullish indication. But part of my problem with this uptrend as well, you go to Bitcoin and what's been happening with volume. You have volume dropping as price has been going up. This is a very exaggerated dead cat bounce, but it looks like a dead cat bounce and an obvious downtrend here. So not really, I guess, respecting the top of that diagonal. Again, 72K is the resistance I like to see break in order for another macro move up, either to 90 or 100 or wherever it might be. But for now, we need to consolidate, which is, again, why price is driving downwards and really been choppy and hard to trade. Let's move this back. We get the idea from tether dominance. Again, tether dominance is macro bearish, which means that Bitcoin should ultimately go up at some point. Let's open up Bitcoin's 4-hour. Check this out. So just intra kind of support resistance levels. We've seen a breakdown, a deviation, and now heading lower, right? The next support is 64K. I would not take a single long until we at least hit 64K or that area. Look, if we see some nice consolidation here and a reversal pattern, then okay, you can look to take that long. But just because we hit 64 doesn't mean we won't go down to 60, right? So wait for that consolidation, wait for that reversal setup. But ultimately, guys, I'm seeing 64. I've said it for the last several days. To be honest, I never really thought this uptrend had legs to begin with. I was wrong. We had some decent legs to go up. I really thought this was a bear flag. I thought this was a bear flag to go down to 52. We never got 52, or at least to keep consolidating here and maybe head up from there. But either way, we're not ready to move up, and we're especially not ready to break 72. Even if we dance around here, we still need to create volatility for higher. If you open up the daily again, open up Bollinger Bands, I mean, it is blatantly obvious. There is no volatility right now. Price needs to consolidate, generate that volatility so that we can go higher. All right, let's look at a 1 hour and see if there's anything important here. So I did make the call in Discord. There was a odd looking double top, right? We ended up breaking down, retesting. We're kind of just chopping again all the way downward. Like, this has been very strenuous and boring. Like, if you're trading, this is stressful. I mean, we're just chopping. We're chopping near entries. We're not really, I mean, this has been very difficult to trade. That's why I'm not really bothering with the lower time frame trades at the moment. Very, very choppy. And ultimately, guys, we've been chopping around for almost 6 months, right? This has been brutal for a lot of people. And that's why a lot of people have exited the market. All right, let's look at maybe Bitcoin dominance. I don't really have a lot to go over today. We kind of covered a lot on Monday. But Bitcoin dominance is breaking out, right? Bitcoin dominance breakout on the daily. You have a nice, clean double bottom here. We're heading upwards. We actually got a nice break. I guess not breakdown. We got a nice retest and continuation here. I mean, unfortunately, alts are going to be in the shitter for a little while. Could I see ETH below $3,000 again? If Bitcoin dominance continues to go up, yes. I think ETH is now retesting support. Yeah. If Bitcoin dominance continues to go up, yes, ETH will go down likely to 2,900, especially if Bitcoin goes down to 60, right? We're at 65.2, 64, I believe, is the bottom of that support. Or no, 63 is the bottom of that support. So yeah, Ethereum could take a nosedive all the way down. It's kind of shocking to me that the ETF really hasn't done anything positive for Ethereum. But speaking of, look at Ethereum to Bitcoin dominance, and the only thing I'm seeing at the moment is this possible weird-looking inverted head and shoulders. It's not the cleanest in the world, and honestly, I think it invalidates below 0.5, 0.49, this area. 58% is a major resistance. So we could see like, and again, on macro time frame, we could go up and then start to head down, like get some kind of deviated move and head lower. It's probably not going to be as clear as we'd hope. I mean, on the weekly, if we go up high, I mean, we do have the legs to go higher. There aren't any more divergences anymore. We've consolidated. We've created bullish divergences. We should ultimately head higher at this point. It's unfortunate because I was calling for an alt summer. I saw signs of exhaustion on MACD, RSI, on volume as well, but that ended up turning into consolidation for the last several months here. Right, we've moved sideways since really April, the beginning of April. So now we're really consolidating. We've broken out of our kind of flag here. Nice little double bottom on the daily. So there is confluence, right? And even if Bitcoin does continue to go up, Bitcoin's going to be the one that returns the most consistently to altcoins. I know some altcoins look good. Like if you go to Tau Bitcoin looks great on the daily. Like a couple coins are going to outperform Bitcoin, but again, Bitcoin's going to outperform the rest of the market overall. Like Tau here has an inverted head and shoulders, a breakout, retest, and is looking to continue. Like I have high hopes for Tau at this point. Tau's looking great. If Bitcoin goes up, Tau should go up a lot more. If Bitcoin goes down slightly, Tau will probably stay flat or slightly green. If Bitcoin dumps very hard, Tau should dump, but not as much as Bitcoin. So you're seeing a dominance grab by Tau. So that's very good. You know, some of these coins look like that. Like Solana looks pretty solid. I believe Fetch looks pretty decent. Not bad overall. I mean, there's a couple. Okay, good. Just making sure all these comments are coming in. Awesome. But let's look at Ethereum to Bitcoin just very quickly. That's Ethereum. I mean, you've opened up ETH to Bitcoin on the weekly. Again, this is pretty awkward. I don't know if I really trust this that much. And again, I'm not taking trades based off this. This is more for spot holding. If Ethereum can kind of consolidate, break the diagonal, break above 0.05 here over the next 5 to 8 weeks, you know, possibility of an inverted head and shoulders. But realistically, guys, you're not going to see the big ETH gains until you get over 0.06. Can I check Rune? Yeah, I'll check Rune real quick. That looks pretty ugly. This looks like a gigantic head and shoulders that's been retested. This looks like it's going to continue lower before it goes higher. Unfortunately, you also have the price action to back it up. Yeah, that looks pretty ugly. But again, if you're a long-term investor, this kind of stuff doesn't really matter. Pretty hard for ETH to consolidate, given that Bitcoin will likely go down. Yeah, I mean, it looks like, especially with Ethereum to Bitcoin dropping and Bitcoin dominance going up, if Bitcoin drops, Ethereum is going to drop like a stone. Or at least should. Doesn't have to, but generally that's the move. All right, guys. I just wanted to be quick today. I really just wanted to cover the update on the bot. I do apologize again. Trust me, I'd love to roll this out to you guys so we can all make a bunch of money, but I don't want people to take unexpected losses due to error. I'd like to keep your guys' capital as safe as I can. Now, I know I'm not making the trades or ultimately handling your money, but I want the exchange to follow the trading system, and if there's some kind of communication error, I can't risk that. I don't want you guys to be at risk. Look, there's going to be trades that the bot makes that are negative, right? That happens. It's got a win rate of 56%. 44% of the time it loses. So there's going to be trades that lose. The idea is that we reduce those losses as much as can, or when we take those losses, there's little as possible, right? Instead of losing 5%, we lose 0.5%, right? That's reasonable. But I don't want to deliver a product that's not going to deliver back to you guys. So anyways, wanted to keep it quick today. I've got to cook dinner for the girlfriend, and then I think we're going out for a little bit to watch a movie. So it's her night tonight. She works the rest of the week, so figure I'd give her that time. Anyways, guys, again, my apologies. We'll keep you updated, but as always, be patient, use risk management, and good luck trading.